everybody, and welcome to tonight, whenever this comes out, it's episode of Misfit Tales, where the lore is made up and the roles all matter. I am your DM, my name is Alex Long, and joining me today is...
I am Angelique, I'll be playing Eva.
I'm Ashley, I'll be playing Myra.
I'm Derek, I'll be playing Jarl.
Voodoo, I'll be playing Mareth.
Dreadfay, I am Dr. Gregory Watson.
And for those of you at home, we do all want the gyro that is currently in Ashley's mouth.
In and around her mouth.
I don't.
Maybe not that specific gyro, but...
Hers is gone.
Speak for yourselves.
But the smell is there, and that's what really matters. So, that was the cast of players. Let's go ahead and roll character intros. Little is known about the past of the man known as Dr. Gregory Watson. Over a decade ago, those in the business of information may have heard rumors of a series of arsons in the city of Triceratops to the east. Around the same time, they may have heard a tragic story of a university professor dying in an explosive accident. Now, however, such stories are a whisper of a memory, and there are always more people who need help. Born into a family of wealth, Evangeline Lysandra Maycroft found the aristocratic society of Luferia stifling to her outgoing and physical nature. Being banished to a convent by her father to learn humility only served to let her... to bring her closer to those she would come to be intimate with. Eventually, though, the call of the outside world became too great, and Eva escaped the convent in search of the Pyzel Academy of Monster Hunters to find adventure, companionship, and a more direct way to lend a helping hand. Jarl was an orphan raised on the streets of the city of Keld. As a young adult, blessed with beauty, he found sanctuary in the city's red light district, where he learned the way of the world and, more importantly, was given the opportunity to demonstrate his keen intellect in managing the business side of things. In short order, this caught the eye of Kirena Guinevere, the leader of the Sakage, an old and powerful crime syndicate operating in the city. Taken under Kirena's wing, Jarl learned to put the skills he had developed in his youth to deadly effect. However, he yearned for more than just the criminal lifestyle he had come to know, and so he set out to the Pyzel Academy of Monster Hunters, chasing stories of an artifact from the Sakage's history. The town Myra calls home is in the primordial forest of Phelim. A half-elf of slighter build, he had to quickly learn self-defense from his older brothers, although common bullies are hardly a concern in Phelim. Children's stories and travelers' tales tell of Baba Yaga, an ancient coven of witches who prey on those too weak to defend themselves. Taking up a blade in the name of Caden Kalian, the god of freedom and bravery, Myra joined the Witch Hunters, a guild of warriors from all walks of life, dedicated to opposing Baba Yaga at every turn. Mareth's reputation precedes him. Flamboyant in all things, he's the adopted son of Lysandra Creed, admiral of the Sendarian Navy. At the behest of his aunt, the sovereign queen of the island nation, he became a representative for his homeland and can often be found on diplomatic business, where his dazzling personality can truly shine. In quiet moments, there are dark memories that seem a lifetime away and a pull towards some destiny. But to know Mareth is to know very few quiet moments. Alright, welcome back. So, when last we left off, before our break of about 20 minutes, your break of a week, the gang took a journey from Norn to Himmelheim, the city in the center of the continent, surrounded by a ring of mountains and home to many old friends and acquaintances of a few members of the party. After business deal / get-together with Mother, the matriarch of the family, a group of well-meaning-ish smugglers, they set out to speak with Zet, the blacksmithing funder and prime craftsman of the stone scimitar, which led to more business deals of a sort, looking for ways to make Keld a place worth going. After not quite strong arming, the group decided to head to the Grand Colosseum of Himmelheim and try to see another familiar face. It's about 12:30 or so. And you head into the Colosseum.
Carnal delights.
Yep, we are going to, we're gonna check out a show. This is gonna be fun.
What kind of show?
I'm not paying 1 red cent to go see a goddamn thing.
Well, I mean, you could participate if you don't use magic.
I mean, that's fine. But I don't really have a repertoire that's like not killing.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if it's one of the fights where you go against the monster, that's, not as much of a problem. But, yeah, going against the person, that is a problem.
As you begin heading that a ways, in the distance over some of the buildings, a large stone structure that seems circular, probably. The walls are definitely rounded. And from the open top, you hear a yeah of a large crowd within, which only grows louder as you get closer. You begin to see various vendors and stalls and smells of foods and people coming and going. You hear somebody on a small box going, Titania maintains record! Titania maintains record! Undefeated champion! And just, people talking amongst themselves. There's a couple old gentlemen being assholes and making commentary on... They're very, just very, very audibly people watching and being judgy bitches.
My people.
So, what would you like to do?
Well, you said you don't want to pay. I can buy your ticket if you're gonna be a cheapskate.
No, it's the principality of the situation, Ava.
Why?
Huh?
Because
Don't
you
go.
lost. Well, got disqualified.
I mean, are we coming here to see... We didn't get disqualified. We got paid. Like, what are we here to just see Zod, or are we here to watch the show?
Both? I mean, if we're here to see Zot, why not watch the show first? Then she'll be all sweaty and worked out. What's that face? Nothing. I didn't say anything. Huh. I'm just fanning myself.
So are we going in or no?
Nasty.
Mighty judgmental today.
Yes, we're going in. So I go to the ticket booth.
Alright. Well, hello there. How many tickets is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright.
5 tickets. No.
That'll be total of 10 gold pieces. And here you go. Have a good time. Make sure to stop by the gift shop.
Gift shop? What the hell do they give out at the gift shops there?
Bees.
Bees?
We'll just replace the
busy
word
buzzing.
darkness with bees.
It'll make just as much sense.
Darkness, darkness, light, darkness, friendship.
Heart darts.
I've been consumed by the bees. Alright, bring it back. I'm so sorry.
Where was I? Oh yeah, bees.
Embrace the bees!
Yes, they're quite
You're to blame
busy
for
and buzzing.
this.
I grab Mareth and I bring him towards the gift shop.
Okay. So at the gift shop, you are surrounded by people of young and old, of various races, ethnicities, persuasions, etc., etc., etc. You see wooden weapons. You see signed posters. You see someone actually running around with a little doll with a shock of orange hair, and from the neck down, the whole right side of the body has like blue swirls. Yeah.
Cute. Okay. Interesting. Where are these bees they speak of?
There weren't actually any bees, I'm afraid.
I was
Yowls.
wondering if I was imagining that. I thought I confused one of my regular cigarettes for jazz cigarettes.
What's jazz?
My darling. I will introduce you to the most beautiful music. But I digress.
Sure, there's. I go over to one of the T-shirts that has titanium on there and go like, look, see, gigantic bee.
Dad Hundo. Touché, son. He's looking around. He's looking for not necessarily a shirt, but perhaps a new blouse.
Oh yeah, they ain't got that here.
Yeah, no,
They
I
ain't
didn't
got
think
that
so.
here.
He's
They
looking
ain't got
around.
that
He's kind of
here.
like,
I'm looking for the most gaudy bullshit, like a giant foam finger. Or something that like blinks in neon colors.
Well, let's see. There is a big, kind of like it's like a two-post flag. You know, where it's like there's the two things and there's like the banner between them. There is something like that basically just says Coliseum #1 fan across it in big letters. It's about 5 gold.
Is there one that says titanium on it?
There is actually a. It's effectively a picket sign. There's a stick with an actual like sign on it, and there's a couple of different slogans. There's actually someone doing like custom slogans. I'm already regretting that.
oh God.
Oh no!
Saren Ray is my co-pilot.
Oh my god, no. It's just one of those like fish.
Excellent.
Oh no.
But yeah, there is actually one of the attendants is kind of every now and again heading back to a small group of people and like doing some custom sign work. So I'll let you kind of mull on that. As you do, though, you actually hear some hubbub outside, and there's a group of kids running. She's starting! And Kellen will go, oh, and kind of try to hurry to put whatever they've grabbed away, or like make their purchase quick before like heading outside. Well, heading out like into the actual like hallways of the Coliseum.
I'm gonna go to sign guy.
Yes. What are you looking to do?
I would like something very simple.
Uh-huh.
Just, Zot is hot.
Yeah, sure, that'll be 2 gold.
Yep.
Do you have a choice of font?
The loudest? Comic Sans edition?
I'll make something happen.
Hold on, I need to roll for an NPC.
Oh no. This is always fun.
So, at first, he begins the line work on some, like, you know, like, old, like, monk-style script where, like, the first letter is big as shit for no fucking reason. Starts that and seems a little shaky at first, however, because this is just, like, the dumbest shit he's had to do all day. However, about halfway into, like, the Z, the hand steadies, he goes back over everything, and by the end, in like, just imagine SpongeBob's the, but it's just Zot, small is hot. There you go.
He birthday signed it, just big ass B. Sure. Thanks, man.
No, like, it's actually really good. It's just the is much smaller in comparison to the Zot and hot.
Fair. I can fix that. Yeah. Thank you.
And then, as you, I'm assuming, make your way out, you start to hear... Where do you want to go?
Let's find wherever the open seats are. I know we got a box last time, but last time she was with us, so.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys make your way, yeah, you make your way belch. You make your way up a set of stairs and out into the crowd, and eventually, I want Eva, I want you to make a perception check.
Okay, that's not bad. 25.
25?
Yep.
Okay, you actually find some decent seating about 6 rows up. Like,
Okay.
yeah. So, not necessarily front and center, but definitely not nosebleeds. And as you do, you hear behind you, and here she is, the Queen of the Ring, Titania! And the crowd around you just explodes. Literally, it's terrifying. People jumping up, screaming, clapping, applauding. And as they eventually settle down a bit, you two, Mareth and Myra, see a small figure walking into the ring, dragging something. You can't quite make out what it is from this distance. But she walks to center ring and puts a fist up. And you see a bright orange head of hair tied into a braid going down one shoulder, down in front of one shoulder. And from the neck down, covered really only by the like the leather kind of breastplate and shorts she's wearing, on the whole right side of her body, there's this bright blue just set of tattoos you can see on her arms and arm and leg, and even some peeking through the bits of armor on her torso as well.
Okay. Mareth, because he's a bougie bitch, is going to pull out his opera glasses and the largest paper fan any of you have ever seen. You just hear it go thwarp really loudly. And he starts fanning himself, and he's looking with the opera glasses. What is she dragging?
Excellent.
It looks like a fucking big-ass chain. Like, why the fuck does she have a chain, for starters? Why is it that long? Why are the links that big? Like, this is dumb. Like, you've seen chains where this is almost like somewhere between, like, normal people shit and, like, a boat chain. Like, it's somewhere in the middle. It's dumb.
And I wouldn't know what a boat chain looks like, okay?
Yeah. Like, as far as, like, the size difference, like...
Why? Why the chain? Love everything else. She has this certain, je ne sais quoi.
Now it's time to test what fate has in store for her. Let's consult the wheel!
And you look over and you see a very large, just fucking Wheel of Fortune with just a bunch of like random bullshit written on it. And alright! Eventually it stops and comes to an end as she's gonna very audibly starts working things out. You do hear an audible crack, and the door to the left of you, you can see kind of in this sand pit ring, a door opens and a figure comes out, larger than anyone you've met. Not necessarily Titanic by any stretch, but him big. A male figure with bright red skin and horns kind of curling up and over the back of his head. He's dressed simply, but in some nice maybe silk, especially to you, Mareth, with your discerning eye and bougie bitch glasses.
I like this so far. Everyone's dressed.
You see
very
at the at his left elbow it almost should be a buckler, but it actually extends maybe a foot past his hand in like a spike, and in the other hand a large falchion. Turns his face up and just breathes out a gout of flame. The Afrati! Boo! Just immediate booing, but the one you've seen respond to Titania kind of rubs her hands together, and you hear a loud bing! Immediately, the Afrati lets out a roar and charges forward, almost gliding over the sand. And Titania doesn't move. And the Ifrit gets closer. Titania doesn't move. Until as the Ifrit is coming down with a swing of its sword, she tucks and rolls under his legs and keeps going. Until you see she managed to wrap the chain around his leg and pulls. Face down. Hands go up and a cheer. The freak gets up, tries to jab her in the face with the shield. She ducks under it, goes for her legs with his sword. She actually jumps over it, still grabbing the chain. She runs up his sword arm, because funny thing about difference between small and large creatures and size difference, it's actually not that outlandish. And at this point, he's trying to bat her off with his other hand. She runs up, wraps the chain around the neck, and jumps. Now, you think it wouldn't really do a whole lot. However, when she lands, she tucks and braces her shoulder against the back of his knee and just hip tosses him. She takes a second, puts a hand over the mouth, and then steps up on the chest. Say you love me! Woo! An immediate erupting of cheers.
Yeah, that was quite riveting, actually.
A bow in one direction, a bow in another.
I cast prestidigitation on my sign, so it's like neon now. So I'm just flailing around this side.
She actually she might not, you can't tell if she sees you, but she does see the sign. She actually kisses her fingers and holds them out. And then she walks away.
Jesus Christ.
Out of the arena as aides and helping hands quickly come and assess the situation with the body before kind of dragging it out.
Same feelings. That was not so bad. Perhaps I will get one of those blouses with her name on it.
That would be excellent. You should definitely do that. I
want
would
the
pay
chain.
for it myself.
I mean, old sport, I know where you can get a chain like that, but that will require us getting on the ship eventually when I take you back to visit my home country. And we're going to have to be a little sneaky about that.
So, as the crowd begins to at least somewhat disperse between events, what would you like to do?
I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. And I am going to sneak away to the locker room.
Oh, girl.
Alright. I want you to make a stealth check.
I'll go to jail.
Just to see. It'll be fine.
Okay. It's not bad for a gnome. 18.
Not bad for a gnome. Amazing.
Not bad for a busty gnome.
And then I want you to make a perception check.
Fucking rifle.
-4. Someone calls a constable. 29.
So, you manage to kind of bob and weave, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, the whole 9 yards, through the crowd. People still clamoring about how, that chain was bigger than she was. How did she even pick that thing up? And eventually make your way to a room that you can see is at least loosely guarded by a couple of people. You like kind of prestidigitate something over there, and then just sneak into the door. As you do, though, as you kind of back along the wall and enter the door, just kind of slide on into the doorway. And the crowd, only really noticeable because of their height compared to everybody else, you see a familiar tan draconic face. But like you're already mid-step leaning into the doorway every time. Was that Suntail? As you close the door behind you.
I managed to avoid detection right now, but I am going to take out a bit of the scroll and hastily scribble to Jarl. My dad has sent people to look for me. Suntail is here.
We'll get to that in a second. Because currently, you hear the sound of pouring water, steam, and a woman's voice kind of off somewhere.
Hey, Zot, you want some company?
Jesus! Wait a second, was that? You hear... and suddenly, there she is. Titania, who you know is not 100% naked.
Of course.
Holy fucking shit!
Hey!
Hey, you! Runs up and just immediate bear hug, lifts you up off your feet, does a couple of spins before setting you down. How are you? Hi!
Oh shit, it's me.
Immediate just, it's like smack on the lips, just Mwah! Hi!
Hey!
How are you?
I came to visit. Your show is amazing.
I'm glad you think so.
The chain thing is really badass.
Right?
Yeah.
It's new. It's pretty new. I'm pretty proud of that one. So, you have perfect timing. Come with me.
Yep.
And you do.
Yep.
And she might have actually gotten stronger since the last time you saw her.
Oh.
There's she does a couple things where she just straight up will just be like, hold on a second, then we'll just lift you and reposition you, like without like much like hesitation or like qualms. hold on, just whoop. It's like, oh, I'm in the air now.
Excellent.
Yeah. Scene cut, Jarl. Ba-doop. A note appears before you. It's what she said she wrote.
So what are we all doing now as she's off cavorting?
What did we decide to do?
Mareth comes flouncing back. He's wearing a titania shirt, but he took the bottom and twisted it and put it through the top, so it looks like a little
makeshift crop top.
Yeah, a bralette crop top thing, and the titania just looks like tit. And Ia.
Titania.
Yep. He looks rather proud of himself.
Oh yeah,
In a satisfying
that'll run you
day.
3 gold, by the way.
3 gold is good. Not in case have any races. May I borrow a pencil?
I assume that we're standing outside the gift shop shaking our heads at this. What are you
Jealous.
Trying not to smoke. I've smoked too much today.
I'm wondering why I'm not drunk.
doing? Fucking alcoholic.
I'm trying not to smoke. You're wondering why you're not drinking.
So I get the letter and everything, and I go, Doctor. So I look around quickly, and that quick like.
Throwing shit.
We're just throwing things. Throwing things in the studio.
Yeah.
I'm trying to paint the picture here. So like, you ever like in spy films where you say like, "Oh shit, you've been made," and the protagonist just kind of like looks up really quick to see if it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm doing one of those. Do I actually see like?
Make a perception roll.
33.
33. You look around quickly and make a quick kind of analysis of the faces. You don't see the familiar large Dragonborn form of Suntail. However, you do know that the locker / shower that Zot would generally go to is up on the 2nd floor, while the gift shop is on the 1st.
Okay, Doctor, we gotta go now. Come on. And I'm writing back to Ava as we're like at a brisk walk. Like, are you sure that he is here for you, or he's not for other business? And
I am deep in the paint by the time you send that.
that's the way you describe it. Why is that the way you?
Eva, I want you to make a perception check.
So distracted.
Jesus Christ. That's not the best.
Deep in the paint. So it sounds like macaroni and cheese.
22.
Yeah, you don't notice.
No.
Put the notice back.
No.
You think you might kind of see something hovering in your peripheral, and then you're immediately just, kind of reoriented in the bathwater. and suddenly you remember why you're there and get back to it.
Yep.
So as you guys begin power walking.
So, I was talking to the doctor.
What's going on?
Suntail?
Suntail.
Suntail is here. The big fucking goon that Ava's father had, the Dragonborn.
Nothing can be simple, can it?
Care to elaborate?
Not at this point. Just somebody that we more than likely need to dispatch.
Oh good, I'm getting bored.
Not quite like that. Maybe. I don't know. It seemed to be within everybody's distinction last time that that's not what we wanted to do.
Not the father, nothing about Suntail, but to be quite honest, maybe it's worth parlaying with him. If we encountered him.
You do understand what parlaying means for me, right? At least in the sense of what you're speaking of. We're about to go into a building.
Yeah, I mean actually speak with him.
I bet that's what you meant.
I said parlay, not fillet.
Same thing.
It's hard to tell with you sometimes,
So
honestly.
That actually works.
That was really.
As you make your way up the stairs and through the crowd, though, Jarl do see a very familiar form towering over everyone else here, easily a head and a half taller than anyone else in this area of the Colosseum. Watson, you spy it not long after. A bronze dragonborn, large, muscular, standing before a beleaguered looking security guard who's just kind of gesturing with their quarterstaff that they keep as the really only real implement of actual security around here. Sir, I'm not going to tell you again. You cannot enter the quarters. Not authorized. Please stand back and go about your business.
Is that,
So,
There's a second one off to the side, kind of making sure
Yeah.
other people stay away. As you notice, Suntail makes no reaction, says nothing. Facial expression does not change.
Doctor, you and I should stay out of sight. Mareth, Myra, you two just act natural. Whereas right now, you're just two patrons watching, waiting in the line, doing things everybody else is. And with that, stealth.
Alright, go ahead and both roll stealth. Assassin's
Hell
Creed.
the fuck yeah.
oh, stop. How good are you at doing the Heidi thing?
Heidi thing?
As opposed to being seen.
My brain doesn't want to do
Meh.
No.
Doing D&D math.
Just in case shit goes sideways.
Understood.
31 for me.
Only a 31. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sad that that's something that just came out of my face and I wasn't being sarcastic. Only a 31. How about you, Doc?
41.
Yeah, no, the two of you are ghosts. While the two of you managed to just be a part of the crowd, just hanging out. You don't really know this guy. You know there's a big son of a bitch making a scene, but not really anything to report.
And he's just standing there. Like,
He's standing there, but as you get closer, you see it. From time of you getting the letter to everything, like to this happening, it's been maybe 5 minutes. Eventually, Suntail just turns and walks away. No change in facial expression, no acknowledging anyone. There's actually a point where someone doesn't notice him because they're looking at something else and he just plows straight over them. Like, again, no change, no adjustment of stride, no slowing down. Like, they're actually like bowled over by this and come like, hey, you just nothing.
Could I roll for perception and see if I see the doctor? I know that he is also...
Go for it.
Eh?
So sneaky you can't even see each other.
Ooh, maybe.
I'll try to find you too, I guess.
Nope.
What we're doing.
I am just too shy.
I might-
37.
And then I think I might have got you. 31?
Yes.
Okay, then I see you. Cool.
So yeah, Jarl, you can't quite find the doctor. However, Watson, you do just like, oh, holy shit, there he is.
No,
There's
it's
Waldo.
33. No, fuck it, yeah.
Just fucking throw him.
Jarl, you suddenly feel pocket lint. Just kind of throw at your shoulder. You're not really sure where it came from.
Should we tell him or?
Honestly, the imperative is to get her out of sight at the moment.
Something is off.
We don't know what's going on.
True, but he's very stoic, more so than when we last saw him. He wasn't necessarily the most talkative individual.
You
but
do understand that her father almost was murdered by an extraplanar being, correct? Which seemed to be coming from her.
True. That being said, I would expect him to be a little bit more fervent in his search for her. Something's
Really?
off. Something's a little bit off about just he's willing to acquiesce to the fact that, two puny guards with staffs said to get the fuck out.
We don't have enough information. Until we have more, we can only respond to what we know. And that is to get her out of plain sight.
Fair enough. Let's head upstairs. Let's go see if we can find her.
Yes, I'm not exactly sure where I'm going, honestly.
Let's head back over to Mareth and Myra, and we'll make our way upstairs.
Well, mind you, you'd come upstairs to, like, the door that you'd been outside was the door to, like, you can imagine where
Okay.
they were.
Okay.
So shall we?
Yeah. Or just head inside.
Is it locked?
Test to see.
I mean, are you... Hold on, you're going up to the door that Suntail was trying to get in? Because that's where they were.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Eva saw Suntail basically, like, 15 feet away at that, but, like, of that door.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
God, you're still stealth. I want you to roll stealth again, though. So I want to see if you can get past this Billy-eared asshole. Guys, I'm just so tired.
He's got a little exclamation point over his head. He's just like, ah.
Who's there?
What?
30?
33.
High alert. Not bad, but not 30. Oh my god, she's dead! The two of you actually managed to sneak around using the now kind of just moving again crowd and test the door. It is unlocked and both make your way in. Mareth, you're all in Watson just kind of disappeared a minute ago, and you saw the big guy just kind of fuck off to somewhere. And what?
What is this all about?
No clue. But I don't like the look of that big ugly thing.
That's racist.
Damn. Well,
Oh my god. Diet racism. I just think everything would be better if they, like, stopped talking about their problems so much. Diet racism.
anyway. Well, what do you think that big thing wanted?
Not sure, but it has something to do with those guys.
Well, they give up so easily.
What do you mean?
These these peckerwoods, as you would call them, have nothing but staves, it looks like. Now, why would something that large and in charge, so to speak, give up so easily when he could just as easily crush them?
Maybe he's waiting for something. Or he has something else in mind.
I wonder if there's any other way to get into that living quarter or whatever area.
Scene cut. Jarl. Watson. You're immediately almost cloaked in a wall of steam. And, are you a moaner?
Yes, absolutely.
And you hear now from the far end of the locker room, audible loud moans. The questions I ask my players.
Well,
Come from the high fantasy.
stay for the boning.
So, what would you like to do?
Us too?
Us too. You too. Them too. We understand that Eva is spoken for.
Jesus balls.
I'm indisposed at the moment.
Sounded like Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby.
Baby, oh baby, oh.
Yeah. Oh my y'all. Ava, it's time to fucking go.
You have a fantastic way of prioritizing.
Give me like 10
We
minutes.
don't have time.
Get fucking dressed.
Aw. Damn it.
What? Who the fuck? Oh, God. Alright, let me at least walk you out. And, you are greeted by the sight of Eva. You're pretty quick at getting dressed. You managed to kind of
I
toss
don't
everything.
wear much, so
Yeah,
show
you
what to
don't.
say.
Aren't you still wearing that thing from hell?
Oh, the
Negligee or whatever.
Pretty
Fantasy
much,
to
yeah.
imitate
Okay.
reality.
and Titania. Zot, who is still naked, dripping wet, and looking very irritated at the two of you. Hey there, guys! Been a minute. How are ya?
In dire straits.
Yes.
What's going
Here, come here.
My dad sent someone here to look for me. He wants
what
me
now?
to come home.
My dad.
This bullshit. But that being said,
on? What's the fuck look like?
well, the person who's looking for me is a giant tan dragonborn.
Okay. She goes into a small closet and comes in a very simple shirt and pants. Is kind of tugging on a boot, hopping on one foot. Hup, up, 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 up. Puts her hair up in a tight bun. Kind of squeezes some of the water out and then just leaves it. Rolls up a sleeve. Rolls up another sleeve. So do you want me to come with looking for you, or do you want me to look for him on my own?
Come with us.
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
I mean, if all goes well, we can go back to our activities afterwards.
Looking forward to it.
Just take this for now.
And I drink was
It's
definitely
a shot,
polymorph.
so-
Oh, I stabbed myself. It was definitely polymorph.
What is it?
You look like an old Indian woman right now. You're still big
This
boobed.
is different.
You're still big boobed.
Oh,
But are
okay,
they
that's
pendulous
fine.
and hanging down to her belly button now?
Depends.
Is she
Indian-
wearing a depends?
I just kind of
Indian women kind of usually keep that pretty well.
The more you know.
Anyways,
Teddies.
And so you step out in the crowd, the four of you. No one seems to immediately notice your presence, except for the poor guy who's guarding the door. Turns, hey, you! What? Hey! Oh my goodness! Hi. Okay. He kind of just steps off to the side the second he sees Zot. But like you can see on his face, how the fuck
Thank
did
you,
they
sonny
get in
boy.
there?
Oh, thank you.
Ah, that's what she said. But literally, though.
Of course, ma'am. And you begin walking around a bit. You do see a couple of people go, is that? No. No, she's got the tattoos! Holy shit. Zod is visibly just
This is a very
Shit-eating
Howl's
grin.
Moving Castle situation.
Are Mareth and Mareth anywhere around that we can see?
Have you gone anywhere?
We haven't gone far at all.
Yeah, you spy the two of them by a stall. Someone's selling fucking elotes.
Excellent.
They're just commiserating.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you, man.
Just kind
We're gonna take that for the road.
Right.
That'll be like for all five of you. That's like 6, I suppose. That'll be 2 gold.
Yep. I tossed the gold
We're
and
not.
grabbed. Well, I grabbed one for me and one for because you two are invisible, so you can't just
We're
hold
not.
it.
Invisible.
We're not
They're just
invisible.
sneaky.
Oh, okay.
They're just
We're stealthy as fuck.
That's right.
That's trademarked. Now we can't air this episode.
Shit!
You can't see me.
Anyway. But yeah, no, you buy elotes. Zot definitely wants one.
Yeah.
So it's at
I'm
least
looking for
3.
me, Zot, and Mara. Yeah.
Eva, darling.
Which way did that big son of a bitch go?
That away.
Let's go.
So you go down the hall and actually down the stairs is where you kind of saw him go before he just kind of was gone. And on the first floor, you look around, make a perception check. I'll say Jarl and Mareth or Watson. Eva, you're short.
Oh. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Sorry, it doesn't make sense to have the gnome on the ground.
That's-
looking-
Yeah. That's why
do
the
I take
floating
one
sky
or no?
gnome thing happened.
Fair.
So do I take one or no?
No, I don't think you were
I'm
offered
only
one.
having 2 people, like whoever's kind of in the front.
37.
41.
Okay.
18!
Hey, yes, we'll say you weren't the one who was going to roll.
I rolled really low.
It's fine. No one's dead, probably.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't see. You look around for a bit. You don't see anything in the Colosseum, or at least not in the hallways or anything of that nature.
He did seem. What's the word I'm looking for? Almost mechanic in his movements.
I thought the same.
He bowled through people without flinching. Of course, when you're such a big chap, that's about
You
to
might not
happen.
notice.
Indeed.
Do you think maybe he's enchanted or something?
Possibly.
Well, if we find him, I can figure that out fairly quickly.
I mean, I was able to enchant him last time we saw him. He's not that resistant to it.
Okay. I place a hand onto my bicep, and summon Eliza.
Okay.
Had you two ever seen this?
I summon things.
The the tattoo on Jarl's arm begins to kind of shimmer and almost shake from it, or almost peeling off, but just the ink, almost as if it was a sticker leaving a sheet of paper. And as it does so, it begins to kind of fill and almost inflate and become 3-dimensional. You see the image of the owl that had been on Jarl's arm now, kind of floating in, or kind of flying in place.
Eliza, take to the skies, and I want you to tell me if you see a large Dragonborn anywhere in the surrounding area.
You got it. Who? Shit.
What kind of bird is this?
She's an owl.
An owl?
Yes.
An owl. She's an owl.
Ow.
Shall we track from the ground?
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a perception roll for Eliza real quick.
Switching sheets.
I mean,
Oh, shit.
27.
And then I want, I'll say all 5 of you go ahead and make a perception roll. I'll keep Eliza's in mind.
Ow.
24. 17.
36.
41 again.
17.
Look at me not rolling a 9.
Yay! We're so proud of you. My baby girl's growing up and seeing things.
And seeing people.
You're outside. So kind of going through at around the same time, you hear in your head through your telepathic link, hey, I think I found him. He's actually pretty close to, as Myra, you see the back, like you see kind of his back in profile as he's walking between 2 stalls. Mm-hmm. And Eva, you kind of keep walking past, and I want you to make a stealth roll as you actually see him just standing in like an alley between 2, like walk to and just stand in an alley between 2 stalls, just staring.
16.
Still disguised.
Staring at her?
Oh. I don't like it when the DM smiles like that.
That's not
It's fine.
good. That's not good.
Looking around for a minute and then staring directly at you.
I just keep walking, doing my old lady business.
You keep an eye behind you, and he follows.
Just eating my elote going down the street.
Oh, God.
I sure do like corn.
Is that your holding you?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I can't.
No, this is rhetorical. What the fuck are you talking about?
I can't breathe.
I'm just being an old lady. I don't know what they do.
You get a telepathic link, because again, you've kind of stood up a little bit. Not much. Just, yeah, no, he's definitely following Eva.
I mean, she's with us, yeah?
No, you a little bit, you kind of scatter to try and look. But, like, mind you, you're all within, like, 2, like, stand blocks from each other. Like, you're not far away by any stretch, but it's one of those things where you're almost doing, like, the Scooby-Doo doors thing, but in a crowd of people instead of with doors.
So I can see it.
Like, by this point, like, you kind of, like, once you kind of get that telepathic, hey, this is a thing, you kind of look over and you just see sometimes following something that you can't quite see because Eva's still not, even as an old human lady, you're still not very big.
I am going to try to locate some old people and just kind of blend in.
Can I see the guards? Can I see the doctor and Mareth and Mara?
By this point, yeah. You kind of all converged in the same area, and it's pretty much just a matter of everybody, at least a little bit, keeping the distance around this, as Eva's just definitely not being suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Except, yeah, no, there's Suntail, like, maybe 10 feet behind you, just
Where is
walking after you.
where is Zot?
Around this point, takes about, this goes for about 30 seconds, yep. 30 seconds of this as you kind of look for a cluster, a gaggle of old people. However,
An enclave of octogenarians.
Oh my god!
excellent. However, you're having a bit of trouble when you hear a voice behind you. Hey buddy, how's it going? How are you? Jesus! And you look behind you and you see just Zot getting practically tangled up in the legs of Suntail as he just doesn't even acknowledge her existence and keeps walking. She, oh no you don't, you son of a bitch! And grabs onto his, like, pretty much just kind of tenses herself, so he tries to step and you hear ooh from a couple of different people.
So, do I see this? How close am I?
I'm pretty sure.
Each of you is probably like about between 15 and 20 feet away.
Yeah.
I am going to.
You know what? That's gonna piss me off a whole lot.
I'm gonna dash over there.
Yeah.
Alright. You looking to start some shit?
No. Just.
You're not.
Oh, so am I there?
I mean,
Okay.
again, you're all like between 15 and 20 feet there. At this point, it's,
I'll close the
there's
distance.
there's definitely a fuse.
Yeah. Can I want to detect magic on Suntail, just because I'm going to turn around and look at him at this point.
And I'm speaking to him. Suntail, what are you doing here?
No sound, but a hand. And then the head just almost swivels. Secondary target. I want everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, God.
Fucking amazing.
Because Eva, you notice as you try to detect magic on Suntail, within about 5 feet of him, everything just goes dark.
Oh.
Oh, nat 20, bitches.
Woo!
19.
That's that good. What?
Wow. What? Look at you.
So that's going to be a 22.
It's a banger day.
So now this thing rolls good, since we're entering initiative. Bullshit. Motherfucker.
I got big old 17.
Yeah.
I
you
can't
not roll
believe the
initiative?
Don't Be Suspicious song didn't work.
Roll again. Tell me what your roll was.
Because you two rolled the same initiative, so you gotta figure out who's gotta go first out of the two.
5.
20.
Alright, so, hold on. This is going to take some book compiling, because this happened mildly faster than I thought it would. Oh no, this is fun.
I need my
This
spell
is-
book.
This is fun. We're gonna have fun, kids.
He lies.
Oh no, this is definitely great. Nothing bad's going to happen. I feel like you don't believe me for some reason.
You don't say.
You have given us no reason to believe you.
No, it's definitely fine. You're definitely fine.
Although, welcome to the first non-sparring combat of the podcast.
Yeah.
So, ahem. Eva.
Yep.
No, just
What'd you make?
16. Oh, no,
What?
it's a 17. I have
Oh,
a
look at
plus
you.
1 instead of 0.
Myra.
19.
Damn.
When in the order roll, I got a 5. Because I think we got the same.
So they both.
Oh, you both rolled 19?
Yeah.
Okay. Jarl?
19.
Oh, you rolled 19. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'll kind of let you decide who goes. It's really only important when, like, if you and an enemy get the same initiative. As far as, like, well, who has the higher dex modifier? Who has more bees? Mareth.
22.
22.
Mess with the bees. I'm over it.
Watson.
Oh no,
15.
your initiative is only a 2?
Oh no.
I
No,
rolled
she
a
said
nat
20.
Oh yeah, 20.
Yeah, that's what I was like. You rolling that 20. 22. Oh no.
Just
Oh, yeah, mine's only one, so that's fine. I thought she rolled a 2.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
I would have
she
committed
rolled a
Sudoku. That would have been a bad time.
Sudoku!
Oh my god. You're all terrible.
Yes.
Why are you surprised? You shouldn't be.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So, now, Suntail was actually kind of mid-attack when we started, so he is going to get an attack off at the beginning of the
Surprise round.
fight. Yeah, effectively. So, oh wow, that's a natural 19. Hold on for a second.
Well, my boner died.
Shouldn't have a boner in battle anyway.
What?
I
Depends
mean,
You're not
on
the
the
boss
kind
of
of battle.
me. Don't tell me how to live my life.
Stop telling me what to do.
Wonderful. So, that's a 37 to hit, Jarl.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Ouch.
Goddamn.
You may want to make people get the fuck out of the way.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Hold on, I need to get like dice out and stuff.
Like, clear the fucking crowd out. Just like, casualties of it.
Oh yeah, this is about to get real fucking messy.
You take 17 points of bludgeoning damage
Ugh.
as he just open palms you directly in the chest. It actually sends you back about 5 feet. And now we're at the top of the initiative order. Mareth.
Okay. Before initiative, I would have closed the gap with Eva.
Okay.
He's going to very subtly grab your pinky with his, and he is going to cast Greater Invisibility.
That's amazing.
So.
Sure. I've never been invisible before.
Oh, girl.
That's false. I've made you invisible.
Really?
Yeah, while we were in hell.
Oh, yeah. Because we were in hell.
So-
Yeah, that's true.
You all kind of just, even in your battle heightened sense, you kind of all just watch the old lady version of Eva just disappear.
So you get a plus 40 on stationary stealth checks, and a plus 20 bonus on moving stealth checks. And it does not end if you attack.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now that's neat.
That's how I got to stay
Melee
invisible.
attack. If you cast, that's different, right?
That's how I was able to do the stupid shit I was
No,
able to do not that
Like
long
greater
ago.
invisibility just stays until it goes away.
Yeah, until it ends.
Greater
There's
invisibility.
a reason regular
is-
invisibility lasts for hours and greater lasts for minutes.
Greater invisibility is pimp as fuck. But,
It's also like a 4th fucking level spell.
yeah.
Yeah, when we were dealing with Keld, that's what I used. Which was like
Nice.
on the fucking ceiling tossing bombs down at people.
That was neat. Yeah.
So what else do you got?
So that's my main action, and I guess I'm going to do my move action, which is going to be to, I'm going to move back my full movement, so
Yep.
35
Yep.
feet, and I'm going to yell at the top of my lungs, "Fire! Fire! Everyone get out! Fire!"
Okay, for future reference, for my sake, make a bluff check.
Okay.
He's about to be fire.
It's
Fair.
not a lie.
But yelling fire when there isn't a fire yet.
So I did a 15. Not great, but not
Okay.
terrible.
Okay, noted. Up next is actually Suntail, who, after pushing you away, Jarl, immediately swivels his head towards Eva. Despite your invisibility, despite everything.
You know that.
And you watch as almost it's really interesting because it seems like, despite his current mindset or however things are going, his body still moves fluidly, and as he settles into a low stance, he unleashes a flurry of blows on you.
Oh
What? Oh, shit.
no. Well,
So that's
I tried.
I may need to roll a new character.
I
Is there standard action?
tried.
that's a natural 20
Oh, no.
for the first one.
God,
That's 28 on the second attack.
that hits.
That's a natural 1 on the third. And for the fourth, that's a natural 18, total of 36.
That sure as fuck hits.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Wow.
3 of them hit. So on the first one, the natural 20, you take... Not much. 7, so 14. You take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's on one of the hits.
The second one, you take 12 points. And the third one, you take 15.
That's 46.
Somebody likes to punch.
God.
They found you?
Oh yeah, he can see through invisibility.
Oh, Trucy.
I wouldn't have known that.
Oh no. Okay, well, going forward, I'll make sure to change that. Because I actually just rolled the damage low. Because I didn't realize something. My bad.
Uh
It's fine. You'll find out next round.
oh.
Next round.
There better not be a next round. We about to stop this.
I mean, you know.
So if his HP is not that high, which it probably is.
Ha! You'll find out.
It's a fucking Goliath monk.
Basically. But he just kind of adopts a stance, both hands up, and just, again, staring directly at you.
Yep.
That's his go. Jarl and Myra, it's your go next. Whoever wants to go first.
I say you on the ground at this point.
I've just been pushed back. Where is Myra in relation to me? Should we have the board out?
Should probably have the board out.
I mean, I'll say let's not do a proper board, just because there's a bunch of shit on the table right now, but let's at least get the pieces so we can kind of get spatial relations.
This seems like an excellent small marketplace area.
Yeah, seems reasonable. Again, this is literally just going to be like, I'm next to you, I'm a part, blah, 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 that sort of thing. Sound good?
Sounds good.
And then we'll just know to, not, yeah.
As you... Where are the other pieces?
Alright, those are all big. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so for the purpose of this, I'm going to use an angel miniature, mostly because it's the first large one I found. Because he is pretty much at, like, practically ogre sized if ogres were fucking built. It's just, he's pretty much on the bottom cusp of being considered large. If someone wants to set him in there, please.
You have your mini in your dice tray?
No, I do not.
He is not
Alright,
in
that's
the box.
you. That's me. It's Eva. It's Mareth.
What are we looking for?
Jarl's mini.
Oh.
He is not in the box.
Do we want to use a substitute? That would be the better idea.
Yeah. This will be the
Is it?
substitute soul eater. There we are.
Yeah. Yay.
Okay.
We painted those.
Yeah.
Glad you guys had fun.
He's
Yeah, so we've got pretty much everybody. So, Myra and Jarl.
so Myra is not next to me.
Yeah, you've been pushed away, Jarl. At least a little bit.
Can I see Myra?
Titania. There we are.
Yeah, she'd probably be
She's prone.
Yeah, because she was
Yeah,
on top of him.
Oh, she made him prone.
Yeah, but I think she fell too. Did she? What happened when
She's prone. I'll put something out for her in here in just
We
a
already
second.
got a piece for her.
Yeah. We're just using Kata's mini.
That'll work. Oh yeah, that's super smart.
Because they're
'cause, you know,
sisters.
sisters.
Yep.
Yeah. Funny how that works. So what do you want to do?
I asked, can line of sight, can I see Myra?
You can, if you kind of scoot over to the side of it, you can.
So I'm going to click my heels and engage haste. First action, I'm going to point at Myra and cast message.
Okay.
Get in front of Ava and Mareth. Protect them. And then I'm going to use my second action to yell, "Fire! Everybody clear out! Fire!"
Alright, make a deception check.
Ooh. So 36.
Okay. We'll see if people respond. Yeah, that's your go. Myra.
Alright, so I cast Grace. And
You say grace.
say Grace.
Wrap it up. Thanks for the grub.
I just imagine you just starting singing Amazing Grace.
I do that, and then I run around him to get in front of Ava.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you can kind of like push her back pretty easily. Just kind of set her back. Yeah.
Because I am a small.
Cool. So,
Yeah, because I am a small.
and then Jarl, had you hasted everybody or?
No, just myself.
Okay. So you still at that, but I mean that's still pretty much just Grace is a what level spell?
Grace is level 1.
Let me check the speed on that really quick.
What is
Because
grace?
you said level 2 and level 1
Movement
spells are
doesn't
bonus
provoke-
actions?
movement
Can
doesn't
be,
provoke an
yeah.
attack of opportunity.
And it doesn't have you sure what the fuck? It's a yeah. So yeah, you can still make your attacks if you'd like. Because I let my players do lots of shit. It's probably fine. Because who needs balance?
You throw lots of shit at us. So
Yeah, a
I do,
lot of
it's great.
stupid
It's
shit.
So good.
So you,
It's so good.
it does balance. When they're stupid with stupid, it balances out.
It's so good.
Stupid.
Stupid.
Stupid. Yeah, let's go ahead and do standard attacks.
Alright. And as you draw your sword, you notice you knew this would be the case given your recent acquisition. However, to anyone paying attention, Jarl, Eva, you would notice this. Where once Myra's sword was simple steel, it now gleams with a familiar silver sheen.
I'll go ahead and do attack now.
Alright, I believe you have 3. Go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and make 3 attacks.
23.
23 does not hit.
Damn. Okay. That one doesn't hit either. 13.
Nope.
Nat 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, plus 5 is, but
Yeah.
make sure you're adding all your bonuses.
Well, you said plus 5? So that would be a 25. Does that hit?
Well, that's never minding a lot of stuff, but the thing is, we're discounting some. Yeah, nat 20's always hit.
Alright.
The short version of this is nat 20's always hit. So yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
That's the D6, right?
I believe it's a D8 for your longsword.
Okay, yes.
So yeah, D8, double whatever you roll.
4.
Plus.
Two seconds. Because digital stuff.
Digital character sheets!
Plus 4.
I feel like it should be more than that.
1d8 plus 4.
Yeah, that's definitely outdated. I'm pretty sure you actually have to like 7 or 8 by this point.
Yeah.
So I'll say for the purpose of this, it's plus 7. So 4 plus 7, 11. Cool.
Word to the one wise. Don't leave your character sheet at home.
This has been a PSA.
It happens.
Alright, and that's Yorgo kind of standing there, shield at the ready. Next on the list is actually Zod, who's going to stand up. You son of a bitch! And what you didn't notice is she had actually kind of brought a short sword with her that she had tucked in to the small of her back. She goes to very quickly make a series of cuts at Suntail. Nope. A 1, a 1, and a 3.
She's a
Whoa.
gladiator.
For those of you keeping track at home.
Oh,
Except-
my boner died.
Except this actually plays into the flavor fairly well, because as she goes out to jab, Suntail, without breaking eye contact off of you, Eva, puts an arm out and just almost like water just pushes the hand away as it pierces at him, and then the last one just catches it between two fingers and kind of wrist tosses her away and she's, fuck! And that's her turn though. Eva, you're up.
Okay.
You have been shoved behind the boy.
Yep.
Inhale out
You're looking at his
helium.
metal ass right now.
You're looking at
Nice
the metal ass,
shiny
that is
metal
true.
ass.
Except over that even, you can still feel the looming presence of Suntail just
Booty,
staring.
booty, 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 rockin' that
Oh
boy.
my god. Clank, 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 clank.
Rusty!
Twerking in plate mail. Not advisable.
Yeah, that sounds like there'd be a lot of chafing.
It
Anyways,
is.
what's
But
that,
it's
Eva?
worth it because I still look hot.
So,
It's like having a seizure.
I
You're
have never
essential.
done this before.
Oh,
So,
no.
is activating the Boots of Haste a quick action or a regular action?
Because it's pretty much just kind of clicking them together and activating the item. So I've been using it as a swift action.
Okay, so I use my swift action to activate my Boots of Haste.
And you, without feeling the creepy spiders on you this time, just feel those slow down. Spiders.
They're spiders though.
Spiders are great.
And
So
then
you know the effects of haste,
I'm going to...
which is my vamped version of haste.
Yeah. Because I don't get the 2 actions till next turn, right?
No, you do.
Oh.
You used your swift action, which means you didn't use an action.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah.
So
It's dumb. I made this spell dumb.
that being
It's
said, sorry.
hilarious.
I'm going to use my
Hi, fucking hilarious.
first action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
So you do.
And then I'm going to use my other action to scoot around.
Don't do that.
So
Shit.
I'm not hurting anyone else in the area. And I'm going to cold ice strike this motherfucker.
Okay, give me 1 second.
So I'm gonna need to borrow 14 d6s.
What the fuck?
Jesus!
Yeah.
10.
Thank you. I've got 4, well, we got 2 here. Yeah.
Okay, and you said it was cold ice strike?
Mm-hmm. Reflex to half.
Okay, so that's not here. damage.
It may be under wizard.
Ha! Excellent. Area, cone-shaped bird. Fucking 6th level. Okay. Doesn't say how big the cone is, but sure. Sorry. Okay, yeah, but you kind of set it right there. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happens.
Reflex to half. Oh, that's
Oh, wow.
a decent amount of sixes. Okay. 10. 20. 30. That is 43.
Okay. Okay. So you point your hand out, other hand on your holy symbol, and just unleash this fucking massive cone of blizzard, cold energy.
I'm shooting
It's fine.
directly at his girl.
What are you doing? And almost point blank into his, well, you can probably reach his stomach.
Yeah. Fair.
As you do, though, nothing happens. You feel the divine energy flow through you. You see the cold begin to manifest the palm of your hand, but as it makes contact with Suntail's body, it just stops. He continues looking at you.
Well, shit. I'm gonna end my turn by
don't
sliding
see it.
back behind Myra.
Hide! Alright, so you do. Watson.
Alright. I didn't see shit happen. So, going to go here. Thank you. Take elixir of haste. So, I join the party there.
Whee! Speed party.
Except me.
Hey, Myra.
Myra's faced it just yet. It's a dragon, so he's possibly immune to fire. Alright, we're gonna make 4 touch attacks on them for bombs. So here we go.
So regular bombs?
They are... My first 2 will be fire, my second 2 will be force.
Sure.
Does 27 hit his touch?
Yes.
Does 24 hit his touch?
Yes.
Definitely, probably not. Not a 17, I'm assuming.
No.
And another 24.
Okay.
So
So the first 2, the fire bombs, don't seem to have any effect.
okay.
However, the one force that hits, go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. I'm gonna need D-force for that, I'm sorry. If you give me like 1, I'll just roll them individually.
Roll it 1 billion times. I keep losing my d4s. I have 1.
D4s are so, like, it's
Usable.
because, yes, especially because they want to hurt, they want to kill you.
Caltrops.
Your d4s wants to hurt you. What you got?
I'm getting there. I gotta do them a couple times.
Do the math faster!
I'm a dick. Man. 22 force damage.
22. Okay. However, the last one is the concussive blast hits you. Kind
Oh,
of see.
fortitude save for deafness.
Okay.
Which would be a 2. Make
Okay.
at least one DC.
You see,
Assuming he fails. Or not fails, passes.
you see no change in his demeanor. But yeah, he does kind of lurch a bit from the concussive force. Do you want to move anymore?
Sonic. Yes. Sonic damage, not force damage. That's why it's got a deafness component.
Death force, it's fine. Top of the round. Mareth.
Okay, quick question. For a Dragonborn, would I have to cast Hold Person or Hold Monster?
Technically speaking, because Pathfinder rules are annoying, you would use Hold Monster.
I have Hold Monster.
Okay.
Fuck you, Hold Monster.
That depends what it's classified as, so. If it's a humanoid, then it would be a humanoid.
All it says is
But
paralyzing.
there are so many
one
player
living
races that aren't technically humanoid. I would know.
Mr. Catman.
However, you see no change. As you reach out to cast the Hold Person spell, you see no change in demeanor, no stopping. You try to hold, but is no hold.
What the fuck?
Don't take all
I don't
the
know if that
throw!
Borat was on purpose. What the fuck?
That was totally in character. What the fuck is going on here?
So you get a move.
He's not after me, so I'm just gonna hold still.
Just you. Next up is Suntail, who now that he's starting to try
He
to-
wasn't before.
well, not quite. This isn't even my final form, nothing personal, kid. Now that he's really moving more than just kind of accepting these attacks, you notice that since you your attacks hit him, Eva, he seems to be moving more slowly. So much so that he can only do one attack at you, Myra.
That face.
That's a 26 to hit.
What?
26.
26.
Against my AC?
Correct.
Yep.
That hits.
Alright.
Boo.
You take 17 points of bludgeoning damage as just a fist hits you directly in the center of your breastplate.
Jesus. My asthma.
Right in the solar plexus.
Break your sternum that way. Ugh.
But he's moving sluggishly, and that's all he's able to do. Jarl and Jarl and Myra, it's your go on initiative.
I think it's good. Think.
Let's see.
Oh, did my phone die? Ha ha! That's hilarious.
Phone just died.
It's fine.
Oh
Were you
no.
about to say something?
We'll have to imagine the music.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm pulling out my staff.
Yep.
And moving up to him and right in between the legs and gonna try and trip him.
Alrighty, go ahead and make a combat maneuver. Check. But let me check something for just a moment.
Oh, I know something. God damn it.
I think y'all. I do apologize.
So.
The music on. This has suddenly become very musical. Did you just sandstorm?
That
God.
actually doesn't do it. So you try to tangle up the legs, and like you actually hit all the points you should, but he just doesn't move.
That's creepy.
Detect magic didn't work, right?
It kind of worked in the sense that it not working told me that it worked.
It not working told you what you needed to...
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it again.
Think I know what's happening.
Natural 20 on that shit.
Bruh.
For a total of,
Let's see. 34.
34. Okay.
Man.
Alright. Yeah, this time you managed to just basically wedge his legs and like kind of use one as a fulcrum against the other and just... And he goes down.
Yes.
So you've still got, at this point, because that just used, you still have an action. Because combat maneuver checks use an attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a reason I had a monk once whose whole shtick was use as many attacks as it takes to trip you and then pummel you into the dirt with the rest of them.
That's
That was
outstanding.
Entire shtick. It was so funny. Like, he kicked none. He literally would trip and punch. He was basically a boxer who would try to trip you with his legs. That was his whole bit. So what do you want to do?
I really like hearing about your character.
No, Bon was a badass. Is a badass, I suppose. What you got?
Let's see. Using the adamantine dagger, I'm going to stab him 3 times.
I think with the one hand you get 2 attacks.
No, I have 3 BAB.
Hmm?
I have a 3rd attack. It's
You have a
lowest.
third attack?
Yeah.
Level 4.
No.
Let me check and make sure. Because I'm remembering too, this is melee. And
Right. This is right now. The BABs are 11, 6, and 1 respectively.
Yeah, rogues are kind of weird in their progression.
Are you level 15 or 14?
14.
You would be at 10 and 5. You get your 3rd attack next level. Actually, no, because that's for a 14th level rogue, so you
right.
actually wouldn't even qualify.
But I get full BAB through croupier.
Huh?
Yeah, oh, fuck, you're right.
Right. That's like.
Fuck, you're right. I forgot that you're not just a rogue, if I'm being entirely honest with you. Yes,
Even though the sorcerer is a big thing now.
You just totally forgot that.
yeah, I just 100% forgot that with my brain face. Yeah,
Brain face.
You stab him 37 times in the chest. Roll for attacks, and you'll get pluses and shit.
Okay.
Or he'll get minus
Shit. Where the
AC.
hell was my notebook?
It was not in the box.
It's probably in.
Check out
it's
his plan
in
with
the
something.
car.
Check out his foot.
Don't check my butt, please.
That's why you take the picture.
That
on the
sounds
phone.
like a weird place to keep that.
Chemo cheese.
Something about.
I have an idea, but I have to know something in order to do the idea.
Yeah, I'm in the same position.
My turn will probably tell you two what you need to know for your thing, because I'm about to do something either very smart or very stupid. So, just going to kill us all.
First one's gonna be 32.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Especially since he's brown.
Ooh, piece of fucking candy.
Also, the first one of this is definitely going to be sneak attack, because he's flat-footed, because he's on his ass.
Oh, really?
Just a by the by.
Oh, wait a minute.
Next one is going.
This one.
Oh, that makes sense.
Actually,
Next one is going to be 30.
That'll hit.
That was a natural 17. Great.
Oh, shit, yeah. Dope.
Yes.
There we go. We're back with
And
the
that
science
was
game.
a natural 18, so that's going to be a 31.
Also a crit hit, yeah.
Sneak
all
attack
three
with
hit.
2 crits. Jesus.
Thankfully, the sneak attack isn't the one that crit.
Right.
So there's that, I guess.
Because then he would just be paste.
Yo,
There's a red mist where he once was.
We got that shit going.
Ooh.
Doing math.
Great.
Rogue math.
First
Rogue.
one is going to be 38.
Holy balls. Okay.
Next one is going to be 11.
11. Alrighty.
And after that, 13.
Alright. Yeah, and as you stabbed in, you're absolutely, like, doing damage. You notice two things. One, the blank facial expression does not change. Two, there is no blood.
Oh.
And that is your turn, Myra. Sundale is now on the ground, getting the shit stabbed out of it by Jarl.
But he ain't bleeding.
So what would you like to do?
Reward of grace is a feat. Okay, question about a fee. Is that something I have to
Yeah, you have to have it
activate?
over.
Or
Oh,
What are you trying to do?
reward of grace?
What does it do?
Is it inactive?
Let's lay hands plus 1 sacred bonus on all attack rolls from that round.
Well, you can do grace, like you can do lay on hands to yourself as a swift action, and so like with those, that's a passive ability that just, yeah, paladins lay on hand graces and shit are hilarious because they're just like, your lay on hands just does this.
So
now.
this feat augments your lay on hands. So when you cast lay on hands on yourself or someone else,
It does that thing.
it does that thing.
So you can give yourself plus the thing, which is neat.
Yeah.
And
so
you also
that's-
give yourself bonuses on attacks, so you can lay on hands yourself. Like,
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lay
Yep.
hands.
so go ahead and get yourself up.
We're gonna roll for that one. D22.
You don't have to roll a d20 to heal yourself. That would be hilarious. No,
Hilarious.
it's
I'm just touching myself. I slept the guy next to me. Don't even heal him, just do damage from slapping him.
okay. So you're level 12, so it would be 66.
Oh,
Damn.
I'm fine.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll because unless you roll all ones, you heal up the damage.
Okay,
It happens.
so yeah, do that. And then I want to do,
You still have your regular action. That you
yeah, I just want to attack this dude while he's on the ground.
Can, yep. Go ahead and make 3 attacks.
Woo!
Yeah. Is that how you feel?
21.
Hits.
14.
Miss.
Another 14.
Also miss.
Oh, yeah.
So as you swing down, actually no, even with the minus an AC, you hit the first time, but the other two, almost like despite not like really making much eye contact with you again, still just using whatever combat training he may have had, he's managing to kind of slightly just roll out of the way, which for such a big figure is actually very fascinating to watch. Because he's real fast. Even when he's slow, he's real fast. And that's your go. Up next is Zod, who's basically just also going to try and stab the bejesus of him. But while she's rolling for that, go ahead and roll damage. Which is a D8.
Plus 7.
Yeah.
15. Yeah, 15.
Alright, so 15 total. Excellent. Alright, that's a natural 17. That's a miss. That's And Zot goes down, actually gets 2 jabs into Suntail's side. But you see, it doesn't seem to be affecting him even as much as your attacks have been. That's really her go. Eva, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to scooch back around.
Oh, hello.
And I'm going to greater dispel magic this fucking form.
Oh, good, because if you weren't going to, I was going to summon something that could.
Because, yeah, I'm targeting the body. Because I don't even want to say the creature at this point.
Okay. You can certainly try.
What's the caster level check?
Checking
Did
now.
the people ever fucking disperse?
People are slowly, panicking as they're seeing all of this crazy bullshit. Honestly, you 2 scream fire and then an ice storm exploding out of fucking nowhere.
Okay, maybe
Did
not
a
5.
pretty good job.
Shit.
Oh yeah, because I am invisible to them.
There was a little fire.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And then there was
You
just
make one,
loud
so
noise.
yeah, caster level check.
Alright. Ooh. So 16 plus my caster level, so 30.
Wow.
And then I don't add my wisdom or anything, it's just that plus that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's see, because at this point... Oh god, now I have the check notes.
Oh, DM is checking his notes. Thank you to Sirenscape for the great music.
Yeah.
Sorry, there was a delay.
God, this goes into a lot of not great things, but sure.
Oh yeah, the greater dispel magic explanation is super.
Well, it's not even that it's necessarily bad, I just have to check something.
And
That's supposed to be muted.
Fucking Christ, hang on, I have to check notes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel right now.
Because there's weird... Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm checking something to see if what I'm going to say is complete garbage or not.
Can you dispel magic and dispel magic?
That would also be hilarious.
You've activated my trap card.
Alright.
Yes.
Okay.
Yogi boy.
Uh-uh.
Sweet. Okay.
Ooh.
Easy.
According to the internet, you... And as you bring your hand down to cast the Greater Dispel Magic, you feel like you're almost plunging your hand into into water before it can make contact with the skin. You just hear tss as the magic is burned away.
That's... Well... That's all I got for that. And I take out my hammer and smack him in the face.
So, I forget if you guys have seen this happen, but you watch as Eva takes the hammer charm, one of many interesting charms and holy symbols she has around her neck, takes off the keychain, pushes the small ruby in the center of it, and you watch as it expands into a massive great hammer that she...
Yep.
How many attacks do you get? I think 2.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make 2 attacks.
Well, Mareth is wearing a codpiece, but if he wasn't, he's got a boner. That is
26.
the coolest shit he's ever seen.
And 20.
Hit. Just hits.
Yeah, I'm not great at physical attacks, so that's a 6 and a 3. Yeah, I do 9 damage, but I smack him in the face and I'm real proud of myself.
Nice.
Did it?
It doesn't do a ton, but it does more than your spells have been doing.
It's cathartic, at least.
If nothing
That makes
else.
me feel a little better about myself.
Watson.
Did the dispel work?
Nope.
Immediately hide behind him. That's hilarious.
Okay. That's okay, I
Alright.
got something for his
You're
ass.
hilarious.
Alright, the concussive seemed to have done something, so 4 more.
He's large, so I suppose technically, yeah, hitting him in the head will not hit your allies. I guess.
I'm big.
It's a 5 foot radius
Yeah,
there target,
yeah,
so
no, yeah.
I'm
It's
also
just-
pretty far behind.
It's just kind of funny that you're throwing basically a flashbang at this guy, and the people around him are not affected.
Ah! You just yell duck before you throw.
Duck and cover. Go ahead and make your attacks.
24.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit.
I don't think that's a number.
Yeah, but it doesn't hit, so.
Sweet.
22.
22 hits. Is it over 20?
No, it's not.
Thank
so
you.
2 hits.
So that's 2 hits. 2 hits with the sonic grenades. 2 hits with the sonic grenadines.
You're an awful person.
I'm
I know.
weeping on the inside.
It's
mostly.
fine. It's fine.
God.
Come for the high fantasy, stay for the bad jokes.
Run away.
We have
24.
total?
For the first one.
24 for the first one.
And another 24.
Nice.
Alright. Nice.
48 damage total.
Mm-hmm. Sweet! That's, yeah.
Yep.
Nice. So you've been essentially chucking fancy rocks at him. And, yeah.
Can't blow up.
They blow up in his face. He doesn't really react to them, though. You can see him clearly being affected by just the sheer concussive force of it, but he's not reacting to it at all. Top of the round. Mareth.
Speaking of concussive force, what size category did you say this asshat is?
Large.
Okay. I'm going to summon a Triceratops,
Sure.
approximately 10 feet above him.
Oh, yeah.
That
Because
happens.
fuck this guy.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. That'll also work.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
How many tons is that?
Too many.
I'll say, let me check something.
It's a size to category is huge.
Usually they
That might actually hit. It's fine.
What is the concussive force
Are
of
you-
the Triceratops?
Basically.
usually have like
No, I've got an idea for what we're gonna do there, but
1,000 pounds.
1,000.
20.
And it's 30
Ooh.
feet long.
That's
Yeah, huge
hilarious.
is a very large size category.
Is this for the Triceratops? Or
Yeah.
Just drop the
Fucking
Triceratops on this guy's ass.
Because that's what I do.
This finally trumped somebody summoning a house on a dragon.
He dead. We can go home.
Make it fall nose side down.
Well,
on,
baleful
I have to check
polymorph isn't
math.
going to work, so I hope he turns into fucking paste. Fuck this guy.
Or dust.
Or dust.
Dragonborn toothpaste, 2 gold, going right side.
Mareth approved. The bitches.
Hold on, I apologize.
Nah.
Every time I'm like, oh, I won't need to know that, lo and be fucking behold, I need to know that.
Surprise! I'm fucking up your day. Sorry.
Congratulations, your players are assholes.
Yeah.
It's excellent. It's the best part of the game.
Oh yeah, that's a natural 3 on the reflex save, so that's not happening. He tries to get out of the way and doesn't, so I'm gonna call that... It's only 10 feet, so normally that would be 1 of whatever thing it is. However, it's a fucking giant-ass Triceratops, so I'm gonna call that...
He's 20,000 pounds.
I'm aware he's also real big, and you can tell he's not just a dude. So I'm gonna call that 5d10.
I'm gonna say that sounds good. That sounds good.
That seems reasonable for a holy shit, this is very large and heavy creature just landing on it. Mind you, it will also take that damage. Suntail is not going to take that lying down. Well, he is going to take it lying down, but he's not going to take it like without a fight lying down.
Thank you.
Stop me, no!
He'll be fine, probably.
Probably. 3. Here's one more. 4 and 5. Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
That's
7, 8. So that's going to be 15 plus. What are these ones?
the 0s or 10s.
Oh. Okay.
Because there's a 10, which that usually is 10.
14. So that's 24.
Math.
34.
34, alright. Yep, that happened.
Mareth is done with this bullshit. Trifling ass. He wants to go home. He doesn't want his new shirt to get ruined. He's just fucking done.
It's fair. So there's no Triceratops, mostly on top, though Suntail does kind of manage to heave it off. So it's not just directly on him.
Okay, fair enough. That's alright.
Like, it's somewhere between pushing it off and him squeezing out.
That's alright, because...
Phrasing, I suppose. But, yeah.
Triceratops can attack from 15 feet away, so...
But you do notice, while one of his hands is kind of in a, kind of like the fingers to it, one of them, like the wrist, is just hanging pretty limp.
Ugh.
He's not looking ideal.
To stop
That
me
not
to
so
turn.
fresh feeling.
Stompy is recovering from falling 10 feet.
Fair.
Might have a broken leg, because a lot of creatures that big and, like, a lot oriented like that are not designed to, like,
Drop like that.
do stuff.
Jump.
Triceratops aren't built for parkour. We can put that on a shirt.
Oh my god, let's do that.
You want me to put a garbage can on a shirt?
Now, was there anything else you wanted to do, or is that your go?
That's my goal. Is the Triceratops going to take its round at this...
It'll have the same initiative you do
Okay.
going forward. It's just, again, it just fell and it's like, oh,
Bruh.
Like, I would say, like, you could have summoned it and, like, have it do a thing if it was on the ground. On the ground! But since it was falling and had to just kind of psychologically recover from...
That's-
I exist now, oh my god! Yeah, I'm gonna say that kind of was its
whole
due.
thing. Yeah, no,
That was the due
that's
that
fair.
it do.
That's
Up
fair.
next is Suntail, who is going to stand up, and that's really about it, because of stuff that you don't understand, but it's fine, probably.
I think it'll be okay.
That's literally his go. Jarl and Myra. Who wants to go first?
How close am I to
Ordering him.
Mareth?
Mareth is about like 30 feet back. Just hello.
And where's the doctor?
You can't
Doctor's
see
on the
me.
other.
I'm
Yeah,
in the
no,
back.
because he is on the other side of the large creature, so you can't see him. You could when Suntail was down, so he was about what 10, 15 feet back.
Yeah, but he got up, so I'm. You can assume I didn't move yet.
But you have Zite, Myra. There's a Triceratops, very largely visible on the other side.
Looking kind of pissed off.
I'm actually going to
Stop.
yell out. Doc, Mareth, clear out. Myra, Ava, channel positive energy.
And that's what you're gonna do.
And right.
I have a thing.
Blast them with positive energy, and I'm going to head towards Mareth.
Okay. So you make your way this way.
When you say clear out, define clear out.
And with that, I grab your hand and cast Dimension Door.
Oh,
Okay.
Like you do.
well then.
Myra.
I place this on top of whatever's the closest building that we can still see.
Yeah, there's like an actual like structured building. It seems like a restaurant of some sort, not too far away.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have a chance to get out of the way.
It shouldn't hurt you.
Huh?
It shouldn't hurt you.
Myra, what do you got?
Yeah. What's his nuts isn't after you, my Triceratops.
Channel positive energy is a special ability, right? Write it down.
It's just
What level are you?
With me?
Yeah.
12.
So my channel does 7d6. So is it half your level amount of d6s? Because that should be 6d6.
Let's look at the paladin section of the
They're about
Portable
this-
book.
As far as I know, they run at the same level. Like they.
When a paladin reaches 4th level, she gains the supernatural ability to channel positive energy like a cleric. Using this ability consumes 2 uses of lay on hands. Paladin uses her level as effective cleric level when channeling positive energy.
So, however
Yes.
much your lay in hands is.
Well, no, it uses 2 uses of lay on hands, but you're effectively a clerik when you channel.
Yeah. So it does the same dice damage.
You got
And
this.
you've also used 3 uses of channel for the day if you do this, so just be aware.
I lose 3 what?
You already used 1 today, and this will give you, and this will take up an additional 2 usages. So,
Okay.
however many uses you have,
4.
you have to. Okay.
So it's 66?
Mhm.
Well, I'm super sad I didn't get to use Baleful Polymorph on his ass.
Physical ones.
2, 4, 6.
Physical dice.
Yeah.
Physical dice.
Counting
Physical
dots.
dice.
Dice.
Oh, yeah.
Dice. What is dice?
13, 14,
Baby, no.
15,
Yeah.
16.
16? Okay, 16 total. So in a 30-foot radius, y'all get blasted with a fun nova of divine energy, healing up 16 points.
Yay!
Now the important question is, what happens to this fucker?
And as you, as your vision kind of clears from the brief flash of holy light, Suntail stands unmoving, staring at you, seemingly unaffected.
I'm going to try something completely different. Something that I have not done since the beginning of the campaign. Because am
Well,
I
you-
next? Or...
Yeah, while you look that up, I'm going to, Zot is actually going to try and stab him in the nuts.
Nah.
That's a hit. That's a miss. That's a hit. Dope.
Specifically nuts, because
Yep, everything helps.
dirty fighting, it's a thing.
She stabs him a couple times and there's not really much of an effect. But it happened. What do you got?
Okay. So, for one of my actions, I'm going to use my Gray Flame Scimitar
Yeah.
and channel energy into it, and I'm gonna do an attack on him.
Okay, yeah, dope. Do it.
Nine plus 18.
27?
Yeah,
That's a
27.
hit.
Okay. So 1d6 plus 3. So 8.
Well, I think the Grey Flame also adds the more damage because you also have your actual scimitar damage.
Oh, this is a separate thing from my regular scimitar damage?
Yeah, because
Oh,
it effectively gives it the Grey Flame property.
Ooh!
Let's see.
That's another 4. Because my regular scimitar does a d4, and that does d6.
Yeah. So 9. So it's 12. How do you want to do this?
Sweet!
So swinging your drawing your scimitar, which barely leaves its scabbard, and as you bring it around in a swing, you drag your fingers along the back of the blade, activating its Grey Flame properties. And you swing. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna scream, "Repent, motherfucker!" and I'm gonna chop his legs out from my back.
Yes.
So you're not very strong. However, you do manage to hit what feels like bone in one of his legs, and you just watch him. I need you to make a reflex save
Oh, God.
to not be crushed to death.
9.
You don't quite make it. Your legs are trapped under this.
Gross. Ew. Yeah.
However, Suntail remains unmoving.
I'm gonna try to shimmy sham out from under him. And since
Okay.
I'm on him, I'll start searching his body.
Oh, and the time it takes for you to get out, you think you hear almost what sounds like a click, and then all of you hear aloud.
Running away.
And Suntail is gone
Ugh.
entirely, leaving no trace.
Ugh.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
I am like any of that. Ew. What is this?
It's some stuff. Don't worry about it. It's probably fine. So,
Fucking Triceratops, YOLO Swaggins, Lord of the Bling.
you might be able to find out what happens next time we get together. But for everybody tuning in, thank you so much. Thank you to Sirenscape for providing wonderful, wonderful soundscapes for various occasions, situations, and other reasons one might need or want music and sound. Thank you so much to everybody tuning in. This has been Misfit Tales. We will see you next time.
Bye bye.